Welcome back to Superhero 101. Today I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about Luke Cage. If you've been living under a thick rock for the past few months, then you've missed some of the most kick-ass trailers for a show ever. Little shimmy shimmy yeah, that trailer never hurt nobody, did it? For most of you, you were introduced to Luke during Jessica Jones' Netflix debut. You were teased a little bit about his powers and his background, but we're gonna learn his whole story on September 30th. We could wait until then, but why would we do that? We're nerds. We love to know things before the thing. Let's talk about Luke Cage's history and what his powers are exactly. Keep in mind, there have been a few changes to Luke's origins over the years, but I'm gonna focus on the original, the 1972 Luke Cage Hero for Hire comic. Luke was actually born Carl Lucas. Look at that. I see it. In your eyes, your whole world is shattered. Luke Cage ain't his real name. Relax. Carl was born and raised in Harlem, which is the setting of the Netflix series as well. Carl and his friend Willis Stryker both ran together in a street gang called the Rivals. Carl had big plans to grow up and become one of the top racketeers in NYC, but changed his tune when he saw how his life of crime was affecting his family and loved ones. Stryker and Carl both remained friends, but after Stryker and his girlfriend Reva were attacked and then saved by Carl, things took a nasty turn. Stryker's girlfriend Reva went to Carl for comfort, but Stryker saw this and said no, and grew jealous. So jealous that he planted heroin in Carl's apartment, tipped off the police, and then bam, Carl's whisked away to Seagate Prison down in Georgia. Damn, that sucks. Carl didn't take to prison life very well, and I can't blame him. He's furious this friend betrayed him like this. Things don't get any better, the worst of it being a piece of garbage posing as a prison guard named Albert Billy Bob Rackham, who made Carl's sentence a living hell. Eventually, Rackham gets demoted because of his actions, but we'll come back to that in a second. This is where the superpowers come in, people, so spoiler warning. A doctor by the name of Noah Bernstein recruits Carl for an experiment based on the super soldier serum that was used on Warhawk. My guess is that the MCU will use Steve Rogers' serum, but that's just a guess. The goal of the serum is that magical sci-fi term called rapid cellular regeneration. Ooh. During one of the trials, the disgruntled prison guard Rackham sneaks in and tries to mess with the controls as an act of revenge. Gasp. Don't worry, the experiment just enhances the regeneration to the point that Carl emerges with super strength and nearly unbreakable skin. Carl then breaks out of prison and heads back to New York. This is where Carl Lucas transforms into Luke Cage, the hero for hire. Basically, after he realized what good he can do with his gift, but he's short on cash, Carl creates a superhero persona called Luke Cage and opens up an office where everyone can come in and hire themselves a hero. Luke later donned the name Power Man and nabbed himself a snazzy suit, including those gauntlets and that tiara, one of the most badass tiaras I've ever seen, if I may add. Luke originally doesn't associate himself with too many of the out-of-this-world heroes, mainly sticking to the street-level heroes like Spider-Man and Iron Fist. At first, he and Danny Rand, aka Iron Fist, don't quite get along, but eventually, they team up to create heroes for hire and become best friends. Luke goes on to work with teams like the Fantastic Four, the Defenders, the Thunderbolts, and even leads his own Avengers team. That's pretty cool. As for that whole revenge thing with Stryker actually becomes a villain named Diamondback, but when he tries to kill Luke Cage, he ends up kinda killing himself. Oops. It happens. But Luke Cage does marry Jessica Jones and they have a widow girl named Daniela. As for his powers, it's pretty simple. You enhance strength and near invulnerability, like nearly. And if he does get hurt, his cells regenerate in a flash. No crossover. He's also an all-star fighter, but he already had those skills before the experiment. Can't wait to see what Netflix and Marvel adapt to the live action series. Here's a fun nod. In the Jessica Jones show, it was revealed that Luke was married to Reva Connors, the previously mentioned girlfriend of his ex-friend, Stryker, aka Diamondback, so maybe they'll play some part in the series, maybe, who knows? But that's it for me. What do you guys think? Are you a fan of Luke Cage? Are you excited for the series? Let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like this video, comment, share it with your friends, and subscribe to SourceFedNERD. Also, let me know down below what other heroes or topics or superhero-y things I should talk about in future 101 episodes. My name is Sam Basher, and I'll see you guys next time.
The book of my secret soul. Ну, английский я совсем не понимаю. Ну зачем это не может быть по-русски?
It's like it's got a nice mouth, but like when it's reading, it's stupid.
I don't care. I'm passing him. I can't have him in my class another year.